Hey guys, it's Sophie, and today I want to talk about building self-confidence because I see a lot of confidence lost people all the time on Tumblr and Twitter, and I just really thought that I wanted to share my opinion on this topic. Now, I'm going to say perfect a lot throughout this whole explanation, but that's just because I am trying to get my point across, but I seem to be using the same word, and I'm sorry if it seems repetitive, but I bet you've heard it a million times, and you're probably going to hear it a million more in this video. Okay, now I'm going to start off by saying this is something I see numerous amount of times on Tumblr, especially other than Twitter. But on Tumblr, you scroll down and you see pictures of perfectly fit girls that are our age, like teenagers, and they have the best hair and the best skin. And in reality, that's so rare because not many of us look like that. And that's why a lot of us now are are losing our grip on our self-confidence. And that's something that we can't lose because that is how we're actually losing a lot of our own. And it's hard to see that happen because you're like, I don't want me to become so breaking down to that point, and I just don't want it to happen to any of you either. So the thing is, what you see on Tumblr is the envisionment of perfect by the teenage society, and that is not perfect. Perfect is when you can find the confidence in your flaws to become so comfortable in your own skin. Maybe you're not as comfortable now because maybe you find those flaws because as soon as you see those pictures, I know most of you go up to the mirror and nitpick every little thing that keeps you from looking like them. And I'm going to tell you right now, 90% of them are photoshopped, just like most of the people in magazines. So you have to be comfortable with yourself, and you have to break that mold of perfection. That's said by Hello Katie XO, which I think you should go check out her YouTube because she's extremely helpful, and she actually helped me. Hopefully, you can overcome that, and once you become your version of perfect, you'll realize you feel so much at ease and so much more peaceful, being more comfortable. And people will look at you and think, how did she overcome this? Or how did he overcome this? Because guys go through this too. And it's going to feel a lot better. And people are even going to ask you, like legitimately, people are going to ask you because I know many people that came up to me and they're like, how are you so happy? You know? And you just have to tell them straight up, I'm my own perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a few pounds heavier. There's nothing wrong with having a few more blemishes on my face. There's nothing wrong with anything because I was made this version and you were made that version, so you must be perfect too. So there's nothing to worry about. Now, I am telling you right now that I have been at a low point in my life, and it was because my number one confidence crusher had been my acne, which it's not really bad now, as you can see, but it really brought me down to the point where I didn't even want to go to school because some concealer couldn't cover a few blemishes. And then I realized there's more people that have worse acne and they can live with it and they don't have to cover it. But why do you? Because you just think that everyone has to have a flawless face? Because you think people are going to look at you like an alien? Because they don't look at them like they're weird? So why should you feel like people are going to stare at you and judge you because your face is covered with a few blemishes that come out naturally? Because you can't control that. Somebody can't judge you because of that. And as soon as I realized I was able to rise up from the low point that I was at, and I kind of felt more comfortable, and now I'm able to enjoy more things, knowing that this is me, and I am my own perfect version of myself, so I'm perfectly fine with that, and the acne on my face is not going to define me. And anything else that you don't like about yourself is not going to define you. It's not going to define the person you are, but it is part of you, and it's something we have to accept because this is the body we're in the rest of our lives, and this is how we're made, and it's how we overcome these obstacles which really matters. So I'm kind of going a little bit off topic here, but now I feel comfortable, and I hope you do too, and you can overcome anything that you're feeling, and hopefully you have already. And now you're enjoying your happiness, and you don't have to worry about feeling self-conscious. Now you can walk outside and not care what anybody thinks. And I'm not here to make you accept or follow what I'm telling you. I'm just here to state my opinion. I hope this video helped you in some shape, way, or form, and if it didn't, well, that's okay. But if it did, press the like button underneath, or leave me a comment, and bye guys, see you next time.